Alright, yo, hello and welcome. What's going on? So this is MiaSanMiaTV, and I just wanted to quickly give my thoughts on a round of 16. The matches that are about to start in about 45 minutes. And I was gonna do this video yesterday, but then I thought, should I? Should I not? You know, there's so much effort. But you know what? I'm not gonna do it the way I wanted to do it. So I'm just gonna talk. I think that's just much easier that way, and that way I can literally just do it right now in like 10 minutes or so and be done, and then go because I need to go somewhere. So the round of 16 matches. So I want to do my predictions. So. I'm not going to do predictions for you each week. I'm going to do predictions just overall, who's going to go through and, you know, what's going to happen and whatnot. Because I wanted to do, like, full predictions yesterday, like, you know, full team predictions, so team versus team, then the squad versus squad, players versus players, that kind of thing. But there's no point in doing that really now, is there? So, today, in a few minutes, PSG versus Barcelona and Benfica versus Dortmund. Well. I've said something a few weeks ago, that some people thought was kind of controversial, and I'll say it again for my prediction, and that is that PSG will advance, they'll advance versus Barcelona. And the reason why I said that because they have been looking very, very good. Barcelona, obviously, they won, I think 6-0, it was in the weekend or so, but besides that, they've actually looked really, really bad. I think for most games that I've seen, which has been quite a few from Barcelona, because I do watch a lot of Barcelona, I do watch a lot of Real Madrid, just because obviously those are the big three, obviously with Bayern included. So I have seen a lot of Barcelona, pretty much most matches, and from what I've seen, they've been very, very shaky this year. They've been very, very shaky this whole season. And PSG, although they had a very, very shaky start, they have slowly and surely found their rhythm. Since January, they've slowly and surely improved. They've slowly and surely gotten much better. So I know I said that when PSG was obviously playing much better, but I'll stick to that. I'll stick to that PSG is going to advance. I think overall, the aggregate score will probably be, I think, I know I said I wouldn't do that, but I think in the first game, which was obviously in Paris, the city of love, perfect for today, isn't it? It's perfect for today. But I think in Paris at PSG's at the Parc des Princes, I think it's going to be a 3-1 victory for Paris, for PSG, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 victory for Barcelona in Spain. Now, I know that's, like I said, that's very controversial, especially when you have Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. You always expect them to have goals, and I do expect them to have goals, but I just think that PSG, they look much better as a team right now. But the thing is, obviously, you have Barcelona, and they will always step it up in the Champions League. So we will see. But like I said, I think that PSG this time is going to be in the semis. The project has to eventually come, to fruition, and I think this is going to be the year. So for me, PSG, they will do it. They will knock Barcelona out. But in the second game, we have Benfica versus Dortmund. Now the first match is in Portugal. That's probably going to be a very tough match. That's probably going to be a very, very tough match. And overall, I do think whoever's going to come out of here is going to be looked at as a dark horse. Because I don't think PSG is really looked at as a dark horse. People always expect them to be around there. For me, they're basically like a Juventus that you always expect to be close. You always expect them to be quarterfinals, get semi-finals, maybe. Sort of like Atletico. I don't know why Atletico isn't really looked at as like a favourite. Maybe it's because they haven't won it in some time. But you know what I mean, you guys. So like the dark horse, like not the ultimate outlier, but just there, just right around the corner. So yeah. Who do I think is gonna win? I think the first match is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I've not watched much Benfica this season at all. Not like last season. I watched quite a lot last season, but not this season. So I really can't say how good they've been doing. Last season they were obviously they were on a roll, but I don't know about this season. So I'm just gonna go with who I've watched more, which is obviously Dortmund. So I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw today. I'm hoping for goals. If you haven't noticed, I'm hoping for goals in both matches, which I'm with the lineup that both teams have. I'm really expecting that, but. I'm expecting a 2-2 draw in that match, in the first match, and then maybe a 2-1 victory for Dortmund at home. So I do think that Dortmund's going to go through. But in the next match, which is tomorrow, Real Madrid versus Napoli. Real Madrid versus Napoli. Real Madrid should win. Real Madrid should win. But they've not looked good this season. They've not looked good this season. And the problem is, if you don't look good, can I really judge you just to say, yeah, you're gonna make it? I don't think so. So for me, Napoli, they look pretty good this season. Will they be too much for Real Madrid? I don't think so. I think Real Madrid is still too much quality, and obviously the easy choice would be to say Real Madrid is gonna win. But I don't want to make it the easy choice, but the realistic choice of Real Madrid is gonna win. So although I kind of want to branch away a little bit from the mainstream opinion, I have to say that Real Madrid is gonna win. I think they're gonna win the first match, especially at home. They're gonna win that 2-1, and I think the second match they're gonna draw it 1-1. I think that's what's gonna happen. Bayern Munich versus Arsenal. Obviously, this is gonna be I'm biased, woohoo! But bias aside, I think the first match. I don't know what I said in my preview. I literally did the preview today. I don't know what I said, so that just shows you about my memory. But I do think the first match is probably going to be like a 2-1 win to us, and the second match is going to be a 1-1 draw. I already said my thing on the match, obviously, so I'm not going to really delve into that match. But then the next match is Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid. Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid. You see, I think it was 2 years. It was 2 years, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 years ago when both them teams met, and I watched that match. I watched both matches, and the second match especially, I was like, what is going on, Leverkusen? Like, where did that come from? Like, I've never seen you play so good against such a good team. You nearly could have done that. Lost in the penalties, which that penalty by Çalhanoğlu, awful. And then like a week later, he scores against Bayern in the DFB Pokal in penalty. So that makes no sense. But Bayer Leverkusen, they have no right to win. They have no right to win. They've been absolutely pathetic this season, and but the thing is, they've been absolutely pathetic this season. But it's the Champions League. It's the Champions League, and in the Champions League, they've actually done rather well. So, based on that logic, I'm not going to say Bayer Leverkusen, obviously. I'm not going to say Bayer Leverkusen, but I think the first match, it is going to be a win for them. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for them, for Bayer Leverkusen. And I think Atletico Madrid will absolutely destroy them at home. I think it's going to be a 3-0 victory for Atletico Madrid at home in the second leg. But Manchester City versus Monaco, that is such an interesting tie. Monaco, absolutely the kings of goals at the moment. I think they are the team with the best goal scored ratio in Europe in the top 5 leagues right now. I think they have, in 30 games played, they've got like 96 goals or something like that. So, an average of 3+ goals a game. As Manchester City, the Pep Manchester City, who still struggling to find a feet, let's be totally honest. But that's for me, that is between the Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid and the Manchester City versus Monaco match. I think the Manchester City versus Monaco match is going to be the highlight. I think that one is the one to look out for, really, on that day, on Tuesday, 21st of February. But I'm going for first match is in Manchester City. It's at the Etihad Stadium. Maybe I'll get tickets. But I'm going to go for a one. See, I was going to say 1-0 victory for Manchester City, but considering how many goals Monaco score, this is a difficult one. This is a tricky one, because I know Monaco's going to score goals, but I just can't see Manchester City getting like 3 goals at home. So I'll go with a 2-2 draw. And in the second match, I'll go with a 2-2 draw. So I'll go with 2-2 draws, and then penalties. And I think in penalties, I think Manchester City should do it in penalties. They've got more quality. They've got better quality players for penalties. So I'll go, Manchester City will go through, but I think it'll be like 2-2 draws. Say that 3 times in a row. 2-2 draws. But yeah, and then the next day after that, we've got Porto versus Juventus. Wow, that's another good one. I think Juventus should go through. Honestly, I do think Juventus should go through. I think the first game against Porto, I think Porto is going to lose that match. Yeah, I know Porto's at home, but Juventus, they just have too much quality. I just can't see them lose. They are one of those teams that I always expect to be in there in the semi-finals, but they somehow always just before that, just fall out, just drop out. So I'm gonna go with a 2-1 victory away from home for Juventus, and then a 2-1 victory at home for Juventus. Next up, and that's the final match, we have Sevilla versus Leicester City. And Sevilla they should be winning that. They should be winning that at all. They should honestly be. This should be a 4-0 victory in the first match and a 4-0 victory in the second match. But the thing is, Leicester City, they've actually played rather good in the Champions League this season. So another one of those teams that don't play well in the league right now, but do still play well in the Champions League. It makes no sense how players can just up their level like that. But I'm gonna go with a 3-0 victory for Sevilla at home and a 2-0 victory for Sevilla as well. I know this is gonna come back and haunt me, but Sevilla, I wouldn't expect them to be in the Champions League. That's the thing. If they went like in the Europa League and they were playing against any other team, I'd back them 100%. Even if it wasn't like against Real Madrid or Barcelona in the Euro, that's not going to happen realistically. But in the Europa League, I'd back them against any other team because they know how to win the Europa League. But can they do the same thing in the Champions League? So far, they've never really done that. They've never replicated the Europa League form or the Europa League play style in the Champions League. So this is going to be a first, I guess. But I just think they're too good individually and as a team to against Leicester City. So I'll go with, like I said, a 3-0 victory for Sevilla at home and a 2-0 victory for Sevilla at away. I know I said 4-0 and 3-0, but I'll go with 3-0 and 2-0 to make it 5-0 aggregate score against Leicester City. But we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see. This was my prediction for the round of 16. Most of them are most likely going to be wrong. Let's be totally realistic here. But that's my predictions. That's my predictions, and I'll see how it unfolds. But I'll see you then, everyone. Peace out and have a nice day.